Dear viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Sagittarians, and it's for right now, my dear Sag, which means you can access this anytime. It's timeless, but it's for there and then or right now, whenever you click on it. It's for now. It's going to be two very important, elaborate messages that you need to know. I will go one by one explaining everything, all the details, everything you need to know. I hope you'll enjoy this reading, my dear Sag, and welcome to this channel. Starting with the first one. The first important message for every Sagittarian. What is it that you need to know right now, my dear Sag? Let's have a look. And there it is. It says success is imminent. Whatever it is that you're starting, you're doing, what you need, it's all happening. Finally, you are going to get what you need. There is going to be a sense of freedom. This situation that you're starting is going to give you a lot of freedom, and it's going to give you success. You are getting what you need, and with the sixes, there is a sense of freedom. Freedom is going to be also there. Yes, and success together, both together. That's wonderful. Let's find out more about it. This is the first main important one. Let's see what else you need to know. Two more messages from this deck for this subject here. Let's see success at what and what areas are going to be successful. Right, we've got the moon, which means a lot of clarity, a lot of truth is coming to support you see everything well and know how to proceed and what to do. This is also about intuition, dealing with situations to do with affection, your psyche, sensuality, divine, all of that. And also, most important, a lot of changes that will transcend you. Whatever it is that you're doing, what you're considering to do now, it will be bringing on changes that will transcend you to high levels from 5 to 8 weeks from now. This is happening. And there's finally you seeing your path clearly. It's connected to also maybe someone that's got cancer in them. The Mulverin is all about undependable. Someone that's undependable, and they need someone they've got codependency situations. They're possessive, but you need to assert yourself. This is about partnerships and determining what is right and what isn't, renegading through and being fearless, facing everything that you need to face. There may be power struggle. There may be someone wild that you might be dealing with, or there may be a situation that's wild. It is to do with partnerships connected to the letter A, and it's got Chinese ear of the ox buffalo and partnerships. A lot happening in regard to different partnerships. Very important. But whatever happens, ultimately success is the outcome. That's what you need to know. Now I'm going to take a few messages, 3 messages from the tea leaves for this section to see what else you need to know, my dear Sag. Okay, so we got the first one. The torch is about, again, like the moon, it's going to show you the lights. There's going to be transparency where you will see where you stand and what needs to be done. You may be dealing with someone difficult or stupid, or doing something stupid too with the turkey, but I feel like the fireworks are going to bring you a lot of excitement. Something exciting is going to happen, and guess what? It's all happening in September. So September can be wherever you are, whenever you see this, the next September coming. It is connected to people who are Virgo or Libra. Also, it's the Virgo Libra time. It's probably giving you timing, something major happening. Yes, stupidity, someone is acting stupid. You've got to be very careful. And we've got the torch, which is spiritual development, enlightenment, understanding, and a lot of awareness, plus seeing things very clearly. And we talked about this, the excitement of the firecrackers. So that is wonderful. Now I'm going to take on 2 more messages to this area. Here we go. There is that conflicting situation that you might be dealing with. This conflicting situation can be very difficult. This is about money conflicts or dealing with someone that's a bit difficult maybe, but you are going to have a breakthrough. The good news about this part is having a breakthrough, releasing yourself from something, cutting yourself out of something, and preparing for something new. Some of you could be losing a job, and it is going to be a blessing, a blessing in disguise, because I see that you're having a breakthrough. You're looking at maybe starting a new career in law and order, but there are pay cuts and there are justices. Justice is also going to prevail. There is a law situation here. Justice also is part of this. The butterfly is about a sudden change that's going to happen. This could be that you might be needing to spend money. This might be a situation where a short-term loan might be needed. It could be to do with temporary work or fun work, something about the arts, or there could be a movement. All of a sudden something happens, you're going to move, and you are going to be spending like crazy. Now I'm going to take 1 message or 2 messages from this deck in reference to the whole story here. Let's see what else you need to know. Wow, look what cards came out. That is incredible. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and Luck, extreme fortune and luck, and we've got the beginning of prosperity. This is spectacular, and this could be the beginning of something magical that might happen all of a sudden. Play the lotto or the lottery. This could be an exceptional amount of money coming to you out of nowhere, out of the blue, unexpected. It's just something that's destined to take place, and it's going to happen. Destiny is part of the Wheel of Fortune, and luck, extreme luck, is also part of it. The Ace of Pentacles shows a new beginning that brings you endless prosperity. You are going to be thriving, my dear Sag, absolutely thriving at what's coming. That's why you are very excited. Now, finally, to seal this part here, I'm going to take one more message from this deck to see, is there anything else about this success that we need to know? That was a very big detail. We're just taking one card for this section, and then I'll do the second section. This very important factor here for all Sagittarians. Whoops. Okay, let me just do this again. I'm going to cut it. It's not working. Here we go. The truth for this section for all Sagittarians. And it says we got the High Priestess, and this shows that there is a spiritual event that's going to take place. Your higher self is trying to tell you that the timing is now for a door that's shut that's going to open, and that is very much connected to your success. I feel like something magical is going to take place. It's going to be excitement, there's going to be happiness, there's going to be all of a sudden celebrating something magnificent. Can you see all of this together? Is it all happening for you? I'll just take it up. Now I'm going to start with the second section so we can see what else you need to know. But the most important factors here is all of a sudden the Wheel of Fortune, suddenly something magical taking place. And that's very important. Now, what I'm going to do with the second section, we are going to ask, what is something that's on your mind that you're thinking about all the time that you want an answer for or some guidance? What is the most important factor for every Sagittarian? And we're going to elaborate on that. The truth. It says helpful people are going to be all over the place. Let's see, what is that in regard? Is it in regard to your business? Is it in regard to your lifestyle? What are the helpful people are going to do? Let's take two messages to elaborate on this section. The truth for all Sagittarians. We got the first one. And then we need one more. And there's the second one. Okay. Let's have a look at them and see what's going on. Okay. It says here that there may be a great new idea. With the light bulb, it's that aha moment where you're going to have a breakthrough. And so was with the Two of Swords here. Two of Swords was a breakthrough. It's about finally seeing things clearly. It's about realizations and revelations. It's about epiphanies and illuminations and enlightenment. Something wonderful, maybe a new source of income might come from this. Also inventing yourself and intellectual situations. Other people are going to be the source maybe of your success. But with what success here, this looks also, it might be in connection to that. You're transcending to high levels, and this is happening within 8 weeks from the time you see this. 8 days to 8 weeks. It says here you're finally going to be at a new path where it's going to be going the distance and one way, one direction, and it's going to be like autopilot. You are going to be traveling without any hesitation. You can be, you can do this, and you are on track. Focus is very important. Also remember that this is going to be something that you are going to put all your efforts into. It could be also collaborating with others, like a business doing something, working with others. Let's take on a few more messages from the tea leaves in reference to this situation, the people, everything here. Let's see what this is all about. Other people will be helping in reference to what? Okay. It does look to me like there is a situation where there could be a broken heart or a broken situation. The broken ring is about parting of ways, either romantic, business, or otherwise. Because we've got the wreath, it could be somebody that could be passing on. There's sorrow and loss here. So there could be other people who will be helpful. You might be leaving a situation, moving on to a new situation, and the leaving behind, that is going to be a little bit difficult. But what's good about the good news is plenty of material things are coming, and you got a lot of wealth coming on its way. Money will be coming to you. Wealth and the bowl is also about abundance and about material plenty. So both, don't forget, and you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which shows the beginning of prosperity endless prosperity is going to be yours. That could be the part that is going to help you. And the event is the spiritual event that's happening in your life. This one, that is the divine timing, could be the sorrow or the loss of someone. So that is possible. But it can also be about leaving a situation behind and moving forward. Now I'm going to take 2 messages from this deck to see what else in reference to this. And there it is, 2 of them. Okay, so we've got divine timing right now. As I just said it to you now, divine timing is now. This is the time to move forward and collaborate and get everything happening. Profits, money, it's all coming. This is the time for your money, for your profit. Divine timing. Seize the moment, take advantage of it, because it's going to happen. You got wealth, highest level of wealth coming to you with a crown. You'll overcome all obstacles. All major obstacles are going to be, and that's why you got the Wheel of Fortune. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the wealth all here now. This is a time for progress. This is a time to play the lotto, the lottery. Small amounts, don't stop till you win. Even if you do it every month, make sure you're doing it and it's consistent, because I feel like all of a sudden something might happen and bang, you're wealthy. The timing is now. The waiting period is over. Temporary work or being laid off or even leaving work due to wealth. Now, this one again, overcoming obstacles. You are going to be empowered by a lot of wealth. Some of you are going to be buying your own business, being your own boss, taking charge, making progress. All of that is here. I'm going to take 2 messages from this deck to see what else you need to know, my dear Sag, in reference to this section here. So let's have a look. Right, you are destined to be empowered. A lot of wealth is coming your way. The 4 of Pentacles shows an inheritance. Could be because of someone passing. Could be it's life-changing money, ground-changing, and it's out of the blue, unexpected. That's why I said play the lotto or the lottery, or it could be inheritance. Somebody could be passing, or somebody could be winning big and giving you this big amount of money that is life-changing. The 4 of Pentacles is major and it's big. You are going to be empowered like the magician, like magic. Things are going to be moving well for you, my dear Sag. Things are going to be glorious for you. You're going to be loving what's coming. It's just absolutely magnificent. Things that didn't work are going to be falling into your lap. This ground-changing money is going to change the concept. It's going to give you access to do more, to buy a better business, start a new business of your own. There's a chance that you could be moving, collaborating with others, with people that are going to be helping, supporting you in your business and starting something wonderful. Okay, the final message here. Let's see what else you need to know, my dear Sag. This is so important to seal this part here. I'm going to cut once the truth for every Sagittarian. Wow, we've got the moon. The moon is connected to Cancer. It is also connected to it. Oh my God, you had the moon. Do you remember here? We had the moon, which is and this is the moon again. I mean, I don't know. It's not written, but it's the moon. So, you know, the moon twice in your reading, it shows that there is a story connected to someone that's got Cancer in them. It is connected to July. Whenever you're seeing this reading, July, the next coming July is going to impact you on a grand scale, where you will be seeing your path clearly, knowing where you're heading, where you're going. The path is going to be clear. Everything hidden is going to be revealed. You'll finally know where you stand in life and what to do. If you were torn, if you were stuck, if you were not able to move the way you wanted to, if you were held back by someone or a situation, the changes are profound. They are going to change everything. Like a domino effect, everything is changing and transcending you to high levels of success. And that's why we've got success here all over the place. The moon is revelations and the truth about your path and the passage that's coming, where you see exactly where you're going to end up and where you're heading. It does show that you are overcoming obstacles, just like it says here, overcoming all obstacles, because you'll see things clearly, you're able to move, and you will see that you will have enough funds because of the wealth that's coming in your life, all the money, coins, everything that's coming. All the abundance that's coming to take you to the next level. And then the moon is going to be the path out. As you can see, the wealth is all over the place here. And plus with the Wheel of Fortune and the crown, the coins, and the abundance of material wealth that's coming your way, it's going to be incredible. And it's going to be the way out of a situation that you're stuck, a situation that is broken, that's not working anymore. You're moving away from that. And divine timing being right now in your favor and in your money and your profit. That's what it is. So maybe that's what it is. That's all of a sudden something happening. Divine timing now for you to profit, to make a lot of money. And that explains it all in every possible way. Now, I will just take on one message for this section right here, and one message for this section here from this deck. Just one, even though we got another one out. So okay, I got two, unfortunately, but I will still go ahead and see what it says. First, I'll do this one here, this part here where it says success and excitement. It says, don't listen to other people, trust yourself to know the truth, especially when there's a chapter ending, which there was a chapter here ending. Okay, so trust everything. Don't listen to other people, just trust yourself to know the truth. And there is a chapter ending, and you're finally going to be shown the way. Damn. As I was saying before, I was interrupted by a phone call. We explained that when the chapter is over, this is happening, and it might be connected to Chinese Year of the Rooster, or people that are born in October. October itself marks a very special time where you need to see the light and see the truth, and not to listen to people when there is a karmic chapter ending. It's connected to Virgo and Libra, just in case you wanted to know the signs. Now, the other two, which is in regard to this message here, it says we project our patterns onto each other, and this makes it difficult to see what is real and what is fear-based, and fear-based thinking. This is about relationships that need healing. There's a lot of problems, there's a lot of issues, there's a lot of lack of transparency, and then we've got the light here, light bulb, which means transparency is needed to heal the situation. I'd say 6 weeks from the time you see this, that you're going to go through a lot of process of healing and trying to put things together. The partnership here, this is about partnership. This is connected to the Chinese Year of the Snake. People that have got, what is it? Gemini here, Cancer. We had Cancer twice. Okay, so this one here, it says there are subconscious fears affecting our ability to attract love and abundance. Well, that's changing, because abundance is coming, and perhaps love is coming also. After a breakup, there is going to be love. It says here, the universe is helping us make them conscious so we can easily attract what we want, including each other. This is about a great partnership that's going to begin or heal from where it is now. Within 2 weeks or months from the time you see this reading, connected to the Chinese Year of the Ox, Buffalo, and also is connected to people who have got Aquarius or Pisces in them. And that seals this part also. I hope you enjoyed these two messages. I hope they help you, support you, move forward with the power of knowing. I wish you abundance of blessings. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Let me know what you think. I wish you a lot of blessings. Namaste.